everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2015 movie Star Wars The Force Awakens. The movie is directed by J.J. Abrams and written by J.J. Abrams, Lawrence Kasdan, and Michael Arndt. And in this movie, we get new characters, Rey, Finn, and Poe. At the beginning of the movie, Poe is on the planet Jakku, getting information from an ally to the Resistance to get the whereabouts of Luke Skywalker, who has vanished and has gone into hiding. He ends up getting taken in by Kylo Ren and the rest of the First Order. They come down to Jakku and they take him in to try to get the whereabouts of the information that on Luke, and but he puts the information inside BB-8 and leaves him on Jakku. And Finn, who's a stormtrooper that wants out of there, helps Poe escape, and they go back to Jakku, and Poe is seemingly killed. And we also meet Rey on Jakku, who is a scavenger, and she finds BB-8, and eventually Finn ends up meeting her, and they team up and they take the Millennium Falcon and leave Jakku. They're trying to find the Resistance base, and that's when they meet Han Solo and Chewie, who find the Millennium Falcon and come to take it back. And they eventually get to this Resistance base, and Finn is wanting to go into hiding and stuff because of being an ex-stormtrooper. They're going to be after him and stuff. And Rey is wanting to go back to Jakku because she's waiting for her family, and they kind of go separate ways, and Rey ends up getting taken by Kylo Ren, who is Ben Solo. He's Han's son. He takes her expecting to get the information about Luke's whereabouts and everything by interrogating her, and Finn and Han and Chewie and the rest of the Resistance form a plan to destroy this planet that called Starkiller Base. Is the planet that's pretty much the same thing as a Death Star, except it can destroy multiple planets at one time instead of just one planet. And so they team up. They go to save Rey, and they get the shield down so the pilots can go blow it up. But along the way, Han gets killed by Kylo Ren, and then Kylo Ren and Rey have a big lightsaber fight. Or he has a little bit of a fight with Finn, who we think is going to be the one using the lightsaber throughout, and then Rey ends up having the Force and stuff. And then after they finish fighting, they get off of the planet just in time before it blows up, and they go back to the Resistance base and find out the coordinates to where Luke Skywalker is, and go to the planet that he's on, and that's pretty much where the movie ends. I really like this movie quite a bit. It's a lot of fun. Everything. It was a really good movie, though. I was highly anticipating it. It was one of my most anticipated movies, probably, that's came out this decade. One of the ones that I was the most excited for, because of the fact that I just absolutely love Star Wars, and it was the first one in 10 years, and I was extremely excited for this movie and everything. And I actually was really happy that I wasn't disappointed in it. I was afraid that I was going to be so overhyped on it that I was going to be disappointed and wouldn't like it. But really and truly, it was exactly what I wanted it to be. It was really, really good movie. It does kind of follow the same template as A New Hope a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of easy comparisons to that one and everything. I get why people say it played it too safe and everything, but at the same time, it was so good that I don't really care. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a fun movie, and it was the Star Wars movie that I had been wanting for a long time at the time that it came out and everything. I loved the prequels and stuff as a kid, and I loved the originals, and I wanted to see a sequel with characters from the originals and stuff. So getting to see Han and Leia and stuff again was really great. The only thing about this movie that I really don't like is that they killed Han in this movie, or that Han had to die in this one. I wish they would have at least let him live at least till the end of this trilogy, but I understand Harrison Ford probably wouldn't have came back if he didn't get to be killed off, which I think sucks, because Han is a really great character and everything, but really that's the only part about this movie that I didn't really like, was that he died. The new characters, I like all of them, especially Rey. There's just something about her that I think she's really good character for some. I don't know what it is about her, but I like her a lot, and I like Kylo Ren, even though I don't like him, and I do like him at the same time. I think he's a really intriguing character, and he's one of the most complex characters in the Star Wars movies and everything, but I think that he's one of the best written characters in the whole franchise and everything, even though I don't really like him because he killed Han Solo, if that makes sense. But I'm intrigued by him, and I love where his story has gone so far, and I can't wait to see how they end his story in Rise of Skywalker. I think Finn is a good character too. He kind of reminded me a little bit of like the way he wanted to run away and stuff, like Han and everything, like Han did in A New Hope, and then he ends up like changing his mind. I like that about him and everything. Like he kind of redeems himself and stuff, and he has good intentions and everything. Yeah, I liked him, and I liked Poe quite a bit, although we don't really have enough of him in this movie to really know how much I liked him when I saw this one. But after The Last Jedi, I came to like Poe a little bit more, and I'll talk more about him in that when I review that one. And I think BB-8 is adorable. He's cute and he's funny, and he's really likable. I don't like him as much as like R2-D2, but I still like BB-8. I like that he kind of has a little bit of a personality like R2-D2 does and everything. Even though he doesn't really talk, he just makes the beeping noises. You still get like a personality with him, and that's one thing I love about him and R2-D2. Well, I love C-3PO and stuff. He has too much of a personality at times. But I absolutely love this movie. It's just a really great movie. The cinematography in here is some of the best in the Star Wars franchise. The special effects are great. They do a really good job with the practical effects and stuff. And the little bit of CGI that's in here, I think is done pretty good too. And I love that this feels like the original trilogy. Like you can believe that it's set in the same world as those movies. I love that about this one, and I think that J.J. Abrams did a great job directing it and everything, and this is just a really great movie. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It probably would have a higher rating if it wasn't for them killing Han Solo. It's just one of those movie deaths that I don't think I'll ever be able to get over, because I think Han deserved much better and everything, but I understand why they did it and everything. And having his own son do it does make it a lot more emotional, I think, than it could have been and everything. And that's when Chewie lets out that loud when Han gets stabbed, it's heartbreaking, and one of the best and most emotional parts of that movie is like the watching Chewie and everything. It's just heartbreaking. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of The Force Awakens, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.